It's been a bit. I mean, like, not a bit since I've done things like recording and stuff like that, but a bit since I've had nobody with me. I'm here by myself, alone in my room, playing a game because I wanted to, and hopefully this will go better because I can edit now, so all the dead space and all the lame jokes will be edited out, unlike when I first started. So, this is a game by fullmontis, who made the game, oh, frick. Oh, frick, I don't remember. Oh, Fallen Girl, right? Fallen Girl. Fallen Girl? Fallen Girl. Fallengirl space in that. But they made they've made fullmontis. Fullmontis made Fallen Girl, which I absolutely adored. I had a lot of fun playing it. So I'm back. They had a new game come out a little while ago, and I really wanted to play it. So I'm here by myself. Alright, version 1.0.1. Let's do this.
Let the games begin. Let the games begin.
I'm pretty excited, actually. Here we go. The gentle breeze fills my jacket as I look at my watch. 1 hour late, I guess she's not coming. I sigh as the bad taste of another failed first date fills my mouth. Usually they take some time to crash and burn. Well, at least she saved me some time. So you got stood up, basically? Is that what I'm gathering here? But right when I start walking away, here's someone calling. Hey, I've been looking for you! Yeah, I'm gonna do voices. We're doing it. It's the thing. If you don't like it, shove it. Alright! Okay. I turn. A shard of hope opens in my heart, and it quickly dies out. A young woman approaches me, smiling, but it's not her. She stops a couple of feet from me, yes, proper social distancing, when she realizes I am not who she is looking for. I'm sorry. I must have confused you for someone else. No, it's fine. She sighs and her eyes sink. I expect her to walk away, but for some reason she stands there, staring at me. Don't. I feel like I know what is going through her head right now. I could ask her. No, that's rude. Choices? Do I get choices? Decisions? Who cares? It's not like things can get much worse anyways. I hope that doesn't sound rude, but did your date leave you alone? Is that so evident? I'm just guessing, since I'm in the same boat right now. Big sad, big rip energy, yeah. I'm so much cringe, I apologize. Really? Odd coincidence. I'm sorry about that. Same for you. And now she's asleep. It's just, I thought it was something a little more serious this time around, but it always ends up being disappointing in one way or another. Like, what do you mean by one way or another? Should I be assuming things? Let's just stop here. It feels a little odd to have her talk to me like this all of a sudden. But I don't mind. It's like having someone else speak my mind a little. I get that. Sadly, people tend to be pretty disappointing when you try to build a relationship with them. Well, that's a pretty sad outlook, right? I read that, right? Yeah, that's sad. That's true, but what am I supposed to do? I have no idea. Preach. Unfortunately, I'm just starting to lower my expectations, to be honest. Another preach. Lower expectations, minimal base, at the very bottom. That's the way to do it. You never be disappointed. Same. It feels like I'm always unlucky with this kind of stuff. She looks pensive for a moment. I guess I should just give up. After all, it's so nonsensical. Why keep on trying to do something like this? I kinda get that. Like, dude, dating is hard. I don't know. What do you want from me? I'm out. Something like what? Like, hoping to find someone that is willing to bear me, to understand me. These things don't just happen out of the blue. Yeah, it takes time. It all seems so naive when I think about this later. Her face colors a little, as if she realizing how open she is being to a complete stranger. I'm sorry, I'm getting a little emotional. It's weird to hear her say this, weird in a good way, as if I'm finally hearing someone voice my disappointment. Kinda like that. That's nice. It's like, you know, when like somebody else like says what you're thinking, like it's always like, oh, they get me, even if they're not really speaking from like their own their own experience or how their own thinking. Just the fact that they're saying it and can understand it, just like what's on your mind, a nice idea. It makes me feel lighter for some reason. No, that makes sense. In a way, being so hopeful is just a recipe for disaster. I hope to find the perfect one, and in the end, I just get slapped in the face. It's because there's no perfect one. You know, you learn to love somebody. It's not, you grow into love. It's not just love at first sight. She smiles. So you're romantic too. There aren't many like us left, it seems. I suppose I am. I like to believe in love, that one day I'm going to cross paths with someone special. Yeah, again, time, though. I feel some embarrassment in realizing these words came out of my lips. It's so ridiculous to say it aloud, and also to a complete stranger, might I add. Alright. I just wish that my heart had what? I just wish that my heart had just as much good sense. There is this phrase that is stuck in my mind, and I can't really recall where I heard it first. It says, "It is all darkness to those with their eyes closed." Like you earlier when you fell asleep on me? It feels like there is just a little hope. I want to be able to see it. That's what I believe too. Well, what I used to believe, at least. Sad. Right. It never paid off. I always kept my eyes open. All it helped me do is realize that maybe it's just an illusion. Some hope that I cling on to that is slowly verging into delusion. The hope for true love. Maybe it would be better if we just gave up. No! Well, that would make things easier for sure. Then a smile appears on her lips. Let's make a promise then, shall we? Okay, slow down, ma'am. We're going a little fast here. We just met. A promise? We promised each other we're giving up love, that we're going to never let hope disappoint us from now on. Then we'll be realistic. That will be realistic. I can read English. It's my language. Okay. I mean, this is kinda sweet. I feel like there's a lot of stories like that. Maybe it's just an anime. That's absurd, but it wouldn't be the worst thing happening today. Alright, that sounds good. Let's seal the deal. Just spit on your hand, slap that, handshake, how they do back in the old West. We shake hands, it's oh, they did shake hands. Did you spit in it though? You gotta spit in that first, Alright, we shake hands, it's kinda silly, but there is some kind of weight that drops off my chest as we do so. She looks down at her watch. Thanks for this. I guess I should go now. I'll get some warm pizza to keep me company. Same, pizza never disappoints. By golly gosh, you are correct. We smile, glancing at each other, a little embarrassed, as if to stall time, even if just for a little longer. Well, I'll see you around. What if, boy, slow your roll. My voice stops suddenly, scared of speaking that thought out loud. She looks at me surprised, waiting, hopeful. I can feel my heart racing as I search for the right words. I sigh, building up the courage to say what is lingering inside me. That's nice. Well, since we're both going for pizza, maybe we could just, go together? Ooh, slide on in. Hell yes. Get it. And then get rejected. I'd love to, actually. Oh, be a very different game if she said no. As I look in her eyes, I can feel a strange sense of hope filling me up again. This is silly. I just promised myself I would never feel like this again. But then, maybe it's right to give hope one last chance? Maybe, for once, it will actually help. Yeah, hope is necessary. As much as I am, a pessimist, you need to have hope. You need to, hope for the best, plan for the worst kind of idea. Boy Scouts. That's moving on. The end. Oh, that's it? Oh, no! That's not, oh, dang. Oh, it said visual novel. I should have expected that. But that was actually really sweet. For the 02A2 visual novel jam. Okay. Well, that makes sense why it's like this. But also, no, I wanted more. Honestly, I just wanted choice. I wanted to be able to, make some choices about, what I did there, but I really did like that. Art style was super nice, music was super nice, a very interesting story. I'm not a hopeless romantic. I tend to be a pessimist when it comes to that stuff, but I like romantic things. What of it? What are you gonna do about it? Fight me. 3 o'clock, Narnia, be there. I've played a lot of fullmontis' older games, so unfortunately I probably won't play those again, but I guess it's made by Andrea Montagna. I apologize if I butchered that name. Andrea Montagna. Probably not my diagnosis. I don't know. I super enjoy this person's games, and editing fix all of this. It's butchered. It's crap. But yeah, no, I like that story. It's nice. It's very sweet. It leaves a lot open-ended, and obviously it leaves it on like a bright note kind of thing. But like, you know, there are people like that like always kind of get burned by dates and stuff like that, and things never seem to go their way romantically, or never had it, and that kind of stuff. And I don't know. My thought would be to say that, like, don't give up hope. Like I can't guarantee. I don't think anybody can guarantee that it's gonna happen. But like, how many people are there in the world? Like, what, 7 billion, something like that? Like, there's got to be somebody out there. Not gotta. Like, there is. Like, I believe there is somebody out there who will understand you, appreciate you, listen to you, and like you for that, for all those kinds of things. And all relationships are, you know, a learning experience. Like, you know, you can get burned, you can get hurt, all that kind of stuff, and hopefully it's not abusive or anything detrimental for the long term, but like, things go bad sometimes, you know? I mean, I'm totally extrapolating from this point, but it's just on my mind. Like, things go bad, you get into fights, you know, and, you know, you grow from them. So, you know, take those chances. Like, take that chance to, like, ask that person to go out to pizza, you know? Because, like, yeah, they'll say no. They'll be like, oh, you know, you might get rejected or whatever. But, like, if you never took that chance, then you just live with that regret of never taking that chance. I mean, that's just, like, my mantra, is that I don't want to live my life with any kind of regrets. Because I did a lot of stagnation when I was younger. I just kind of, like, I didn't want to make choices because I was so afraid of making the wrong choice. I just chose to not make choices. And I would just be passive, and life kind of flew me by. So, you know, if there's something like that in your life, where whatever it be, romantic, you know, educational, anything, you know, take that chance. You know, you don't know. Like, if you don't, you will miss out on so many things if you don't take that chance. That's just my thoughts. Why am I doing thoughts? I don't know. Nobody cares. I'm a comedy channel, I think. Maybe. Probably not. You have to be funny to be a comedy channel. Alright, we're done. Bye.